Hello, my name is Larry Hussey, and I live in Bothell, Washington. And I do hear voices from 5G cell towers. It's called air conduction technology. And I'm going to tell you what I do because on YouTube, all we do is we tell you what we experience and what we do and what we think. And I'm not an advisor. And I've heard the word recommend has no legal meaning at all. So I guess us YouTubers can say the word recommend and it has no legal meaning. So that's a good word for us to use. Anyway, all we can do is tell you what happens to us and what we do. So that's what I'm going to do. That's all I'm doing. I'm not an advisor and I'm not advising anyone. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical advisor. I'm not a hearing advisor. I'm not a hearing doctor. I'm not any of that. Okay, so hear noises and voices from 5G technology. I've heard that the military developed something called air conduction technology. They've made some headphones with that technology in China. Oops. Oh, my microphone hasn't been on. That's okay. So they've. I actually bought an air conduction technology. Oh, it's stuck down there. I actually bought an air conduction technology headphone. They don't hold battery life very well, so they're not very popular. But I did have one. And so what if you hear voices from 5G, I can tell you what I do without my microphone. So um, here in where I live in Bothell, Washington, there's this train, a commuter train. And they just recently, I can tell they just recently installed 5G protection on that train. So I can stand next to a train or underneath a train if it's elevated, and obviously sit in a train. And there is 5G protection on that train. Okay, and so that's my number one thing I go to if I have to. There are if a bus service acts like a train, then they also have a lighter version of that protection. They have a lighter, less powerful version of that protection. Okay. If you want to get more into what I figured out to do recently, um, it seems like these voices have a game that they're playing where you earn points for harassing someone by audio. They're playing a game where you earn points for harassing someone by audio. Okay. Um, One thing that is brand new that I've never said that I brand new learned is that they have Motorola StarTAC flip phones. Um, Evidently, the gang that is doing this sort of gang stalking, whoever they are, this gang that's doing the gang stalking, they handed out Motorola StarTAC flip phones to people and said, open up the phone and start harassing. And so, what I figured out to do, the reason I told you this is to tell you this. What I started doing is I say, 0 points, turn in your Motorola StarTAC. I'll say that again. I say, 0 points, turn in your Motorola StarTAC. And what usually happens is they're like, what? I did it all right. Because they don't know that you aren't a judge in the game. They don't know that you are an unwitting victim. They are perfectly able to think that you are a judge in this gang stalking game and that you can say 0 points. Turn in your Motorola StarTAC. You are not good enough. And that's what you should say to them. That's what you should say to them. Okay? I know I started out kind of scattered, like I didn't have anything very concrete, but that is concrete what I do now. I say 0 points, turn in your Motorola StarTAC. You are not good enough. Stop doing it. Okay? Because they are perfectly able to believe that you are a judge in a gang stalking contest. Really? I mean, really. My microphone isn't plugged in, but really. Okay? And I am happy to share this new information with you. I haven't even told Homeland Security yet that they all have Motorola StarTACs. I haven't even emailed them yet. But if they listen to this frequency, then they know. And if they're going to watch this video, then they're going to know. So I guess I don't have to email. So anyway, I'm in Bothell, Washington, and I hear voices on 5G. The military developed a technology called air conduction technology that is no longer confidential because they make headphones out of it that don't carry a charge very much, so they're not very popular. But it makes it so that if you put earplugs in, it makes it so if you put earplugs in, it actually makes it louder, not softer. And so if you hear something and you put earplugs in and that hearing is louder and not softer, that is air conduction technology. It's 5G, so don't panic. You're not crazy, okay? You're not crazy. I need to say those words. You're not crazy, okay? If you hear something and then you put earplugs in your ears and you still hear it and it seems like it's gotten louder because you put earplugs in, that is ACT or air conduction technology. That's what I've been experiencing the last 8 years. And so it's up to you who you report it to. It's up to you. And what I do is to get away from the signal, I go to the train station. And if I want to talk back if I feel like I want to talk back to the voices, I say 0 points, turn in your Motorola StarTAC. Okay. That's my selfie documentary for today. I do selfie documentaries now. I also created the very first AI animated web series called Drug Force. You can watch the web series on this YouTube channel, and you can watch the two short films on streaming services that I call the Big Four. They are Stash Warren Military on this YouTube website, Stash Warren Military channel on YouTube, and they are F-Awesome app, Relay app, and Wild Sound TV digital TV channel. Those are the Big Four. So as I say, you have less than 2 minutes left on your 10-minute break, so enjoy your day. Thank you.